and as females, I guess there's, more challenges. Do you think the main challenges come from just having children, as females?
I don't think it's just one. I think it's just a component. I mean, the balancing is very difficult. And for me, I owned my practice 6 years before I had a child. And once I had a child, it threw my world upside down. And I honestly, on Sunday night, I was looking forward to Monday because the whole weekend of being a mom, it's exhausting. And with kids, you have no control. I have more control at work and
Yeah.
peace and quiet than I do at home.
Mhm.
And so a lot of times it's a challenge of children are uncontrollable. Like you can't control if they're going to get sick. You can't control if they're going to get hurt. A lot of times when they were younger, I'm sitting in my operatory doing whatever work I'm doing, knock, knock, knock. And my assistant from the front is like, the school called and your kid has a 103 fever.
Mhm.
Somebody needs to pick her up. My husband's traveling for work. Who's going to go pick her up? I'm sitting here doing, fillings and who's going so my office manager has to go and pick her up, bring her to the office because she can't stay at school. And she's stuck at the office for the next 5 hours until we go home,
Mhm.
and so there's a lot of different nuances, yes, that women face once they have a child and have to face that if you were not working, or maybe if you had a different job, maybe if you work from home, it's easier. But it throws in a different element of balancing act. It just throws you a curveball that can make it more challenging.
What kind of advice do you have for female entrepreneurs? Because there are a lot of people, or people who are, wanting to go into business, but haven't yet, kind of pull the trigger.
I think that people think they have to go to business school to be a business person. And I want to put out there, you do not need to go to business school to have a business. And so I think that right there, if you think like that, it's not true. Or you might think, well, I don't know anything about owning a business. There's plenty of information online. And my best advice for anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur is do the research, find a mentor, find someone that you think is amazing at business or you want to model yourself after. You have to shadow. It's like being an apprentice, right? Like in a lot of different countries, especially outside the US, which I love about their education system, like starting high school, they throw them into apprenticeship.
Hmm.
Like if you want to be a jeweler, a blacksmith, you want to learn about technician, being a vet tech or a nurse tech, x-ray tech, farm tech. Starting from an early age, they throw them into being an apprentice because you have to learn a lot on the job.
Mhm.
So if you want to be a business owner or you want to be own a business in a certain area, you need to go shadow. You have to be an apprentice and you have to learn before you actually just open up your own shop.
Right, right. Yeah. Or I guess you can kind of learn on the spot, which is what I did.
Yeah.
Then you find people who are really good at it, and you ask for their advice. I guess
Right.